We have a book haul.
Yeah, we do.
We got a lot of books.
A lot of books.
So basically, first off, I'm sorry that my channel has kind of been off lately. I've just been going through some stuff, and I just have not been up to recording, so I'm sorry. I will probably throw the book hauls for the book haul for April in with May at the end of the month. Same with my wrap up. So yeah.
Our public library had their book sale today.
Yes. Huge library book sale. Actually, you don't have yours. You already put them away. But I'll throw mine into these.
Oh, from the sale the other day.
Yeah. So basically, Thursday, every Thursday, the first Thursday of the month, every month, the bookstore that is connected to the library has a 50% off the whole entire store sale. Well, this month was also the 15th anniversary of the bookstore, so we decided to go, and we picked up a few books then, but then also today was the huge library book sale, today being Saturday for us.
Yeah, today.
Because I probably won't post this until tomorrow or Monday.
Right. And they do this twice a year, but the springtime one is the big
fall one isn't as good. The fall one's around your birthday this time around, so yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of books.
We have piles.
Like, we can't even talk about all the books we got, except that we got a lot of books.
Right.
We spent under $20 and got 9, 10, 11, 12 here.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
27 bucks.
27 bucks.
So,
Nice.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I'm going to start with the books that I picked up at the bookstore instead, and so that you guys can see them. But I got Hindman's Curse by Frank Peretti, and actually I saw another copy of this today too. But I have seen the movie for this. We own the movie. It's actually one of the very few, like, Christian or religious inspired movies that I can sit through, and it's also a semi-horror movie that I actually really like. So I decided to pick up the book. I'm hoping that it's not too religious based, but
He's
if it
not.
is,
He's
I'll
not.
understand.
I've read a lot of his books. They're not.
But yeah, I picked that up because I love the movie, so might as well. I also picked up Never Always Sometimes by Addie Al-Said. I have heard a lot about this. I think it was going around on BookTube when it first came out, but it just sounded good. I have a dog trying to sniff my foot, but it sounded good, so I picked it up. You want to do one of yours?
Well, those of you who've seen me on Kate's channel know that I'm really into mystery, I'm really into science fiction, I'm really into historical fiction, so that's what I went for. So, I've got a couple here that are historical fiction types. Bernard Cornwell, one that I had not read of his, which I really like.
Show the freaking
couple
books
others.
off. We have time.
Show the freaking books off. A couple others I've never heard of, but, want to give them a try. So that's a couple. We got a lot more to go through, though, so keep going.
We have time. So I picked up a couple books from the same series. I think, yeah, these two. No, we did find all three of them. Where's the other one? There it is. Right? No, we didn't. Where's the other one? Okay, these are all out of order right now, but we picked up for Waterdeep by Richard Elwinson, which is the third book in the Avatar trilogy. This is part of a series, and I guess a lot of them are in a world, there's a bunch of different authors who write books in this and stuff, in this world and stuff, but these sounded good. I picked up this one. I think this is one of the ones that I actually have to look for the other ones before I can read it, but in something like this, I'm not going to worry about grabbing, I'm not going to get it because I don't have the first book. So yeah. But then we also grabbed Darkwalker of Moonshae by Douglas Niles, which is in the same kind of world as Waterdeep is. So yeah, why don't you do another book?
All right, well, I picked up these two by the same author, Umberto Eco. Had not heard of him before, but they sound interesting. Again, historical fiction, because I'm boring. I'm the boring mom. They both sound really interesting, so hopefully it's a new author discovery, which is what, these book sales are all about, really.
So I picked up Spell of the Highlander by Karen Marie Moning. I haven't actually gotten to read any of her books yet, but I'm collecting the Fever series and stuff because I've heard so many good things about her as an adult romance, paranormal romance writer that it's like I might as well just get them all because I know I'm gonna like them. So I picked that up. I picked up Dark Fever as well. I'm not sure if we already had this, but I picked it up. I don't know. I can't remember if, like, at this point, which ones I had and which ones I didn't, so I picked it up just to be safe, mainly.
Kate needs to inventory and catalog her books. Like a library.
And I also picked up Hay Fever because I don't think I have it, but, again, if I do... I mean, they were $1 each, so if we do have them, it's not as huge of a deal, and I'll just redonate them back to the library for another sale.
Right. So this one doesn't fall into any of the categories I normally read, but it sounded really interesting. It is Snow Falling on Cedars by David Guterson. It's an older book, 1996, and it's the story. She was 5. It's a more modern story, not something that I normally read, but it sounded like an interesting read for $1, so I decided to give it a try.
That's basically how this goes. So, we got a new copy of Game of Thrones.
We did.
Because Mom let someone borrow our copy, and we still haven't gotten it back. And I have been wanting to read these.
Yeah, and that's all there is to say about that. Because
do I need to explain
there's
that
a
one?
mild Game of Thrones obsession in our household.
So, I think these are the 3 that go. No, I don't even know anymore.
Just talk about them.
Oh, you have one of them. That's why.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where they all went.
It doesn't matter. Let's just keep going here because you got a lot left. Believe it or not, for under $20, we're about halfway through.
Yeah. Okay. No, there we go. Now I figured it out. Alright, so we picked up 2 books in the Dragonlance saga that are part of the Chronicles trilogy. We have Dragons of Autumn Twilight by Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman. And we also have Dragons of Winter's Night, which are books 1 and 2 in the trilogy. They just sounded good. I know it's kind of based on Dungeons & Dragons, which I'm a gamer, but I've never played it, but yeah.
And then I had to get this one. The history geek in me had to have this book. It's called Sarum, the Novel of England by Edward Rutherford. It is supposedly the history in fictional form of the entire history of England, from like prehistory to modern times. I'm a little skeptical.
At it really fast, and I thought it said Sauron,
but I want to read it. So
I legit thought
it's not Sauron. Geek.
A little bit. Alright, we also got another 2 from the Forgotten Realms world. We have Spellfire by Ed Greenland and Son of the Orioles by Kate Novak and Jeff Grumb. Just cuz.
Just cuz.
Yeah.
How many you got left over there?
Quite a few.
6 more to talk about?
What?
You got 6 more to talk about.
I also picked up Dream Fever by Karen Marie Moning because, of course, why not?
Why not?
Again, I don't think I had that one, though, so I'm 90% sure I didn't have that one.
So this one was one that we both thought sounded interesting.
Yeah.
Magician Apprentice by Raymond E. Feist.
This is not The Magician's Apprentice.
No.
This is not the book that
It's
that
Magician
movie is based off of.
Apprentice. Basically, the story of another fictional world, magic princesses.
The usual.
The usual. The battle between the forces of order and chaos. Every good book needs a battle between order and chaos.
Alright, I picked up the... I don't know if it's the first 2 books. I'm not completely sure, but I picked up Blue Bloods, which I know is the first book, and Masquerade by Melissa De La Cruz. I've been looking to read these for a while and stuff. I do like her writing, so I picked them up. But yeah. You're done, aren't you?
Nope, I got 3 more.
Okay, why don't you go, because these are all 3 together too, and these are my last 3.
These last 3 are, again, the historical fiction thing, which most of Kate's viewers could care less about, but it's what I'm into. Dark Angels, While Beauty Slept, and Mrs. Darcy's Daughter, which is actually a sequel to Pride and Prejudice, for those of you who are, knowing of that book. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, then. So I picked up 3 of the books in the Hex Hall series by Rachel Hawkins. So I picked up Hex Hall, Demon Glass, really hard to do with the window right there, and Spellbound. I picked these up because, of course, you guys know, I really enjoyed her Rebel Belle trilogy, so, I knew she had written these, but, I hadn't been planning on getting to them anytime soon. I'm honestly not planning to get to any of these books anytime soon, because I am currently in a Sarah J. Maas read-through.
This big of books to read.
Yeah, I literally filmed a TBR and I ended up never posting it, but it was like pile of books.
No problem.
But yeah, I'm currently in a Sarah J. Maas read-through. Because on the 20th we are actually going to meet her in Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Michael Buckley, so I'm gonna grab my I gotta go get those still. I gotta get the Undertow trilogy, like my own copies of them, but those are the 2 authors I'm meeting there.
So, the moral of this particular story is support your public library. Check out your public library to see if they have a book sale, because you can get a ton of amazing books, obviously, very inexpensively, and you're supporting the library because it's a fundraiser for them.
This
That was
helps
my
them
mom
get
thing.
the books that you guys want them to get. They don't just they don't automatically get new releases donated to them by the publishers. They have to go out and buy them themselves. So
support your public library.
Yeah. Support stuff like this. Go donate some books or donate to them, because that's how you get the books you want from them. And then you don't gotta go out and spend $20 on a book that you're not sure if you're gonna like or
You
not.
can spend $20 and get 27 bucks.
Right. So, that being said, this video is over with. So, we hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And we'll see you guys all the next time Mom has a book haul to do with me.
I'm sure we'll probably be talking after the Rochester event.
Yeah, I'm probably going to vlog that, so I'm sure you'll see Mom in that too. Bye, guys.
Bye.